I'll go get my glasses and we'll start.
Yeah. Hoo hee ha dee hoo hee ha. Hoo hee ha dee hoo ha.
Hello? Row. This book gets hot, my boys. Be careful. I don't even know if it's a good idea. Maybe it's not a good idea. It's too bright.
Stupid, eh?
It does seem a little too bright. Oh, I don't even know if it does anything at that point on that side, but could we tie it to a string?
We probably could.
I was trolling, but I don't know.
We could. This could be the string. Just loop it around one of those things. It's gonna fall during the episode. What happens if I turn it off? I guess it's not the worst. You're a little dark. Yeah, you're a little dark.
I mean, it's the whole fucking pod.
Nah. Right?
Let's hold it the whole time.
Let's try this real quick.
Squabbly doo. Oh snap!
El Snap.
Snapchat.
Snapchat. I'm part of. Did you guys see the class action lawsuit? Snapchat.
I saw 30 million.
Yeah.
What is
That's
it?
all I saw.
Due to what? Info. You sold your shit or what?
When they used your
Face,
if you
probably?
use lenses, they were like storing your face.
Nice. W.
course.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the fucking ComEd one? With
No.
fucking the old with fucking with Alderman Madigan. They were like part of his corruption shit. So in your next month's bill, you will notice a credit of $4.75.
Because why? What they do?
They were like in on his corruption scheme little thing.
$4.
It was something crazy like 300 mil or something like that. And it's like on your next credit, you'll see a credit of $4 and something cents. Yeah. ComEd refunding $38 million in wake of Madigan scandal.
Nice.
You'll see a $4.80 credit, in their April 2023 electric bill.
Oh my god.
Enjoy your $5, bros.
Shit. Whatever.
I wonder what it's gonna say on the bill.
Sorry.
My bad.
SRRY.
No, like what is the item? What is it gonna be? What is it gonna say? Like
It'll probably be like, you're welcome or some shit.
no, it'll be like City of Chicago something.
Oh, maybe.
City of Chicago read something super nondescript.
That's fucking funny because prices literally went up too. Whatever. Shout out money and the government and inflation and soaring prices of everything. Shout out a 15 pack of eggs being like $5.
Yeah. Dude, fucking a gallon of milk is $8.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Crazy times. Why is a garage band opening up on my fucking thing? Oh man. What the hell? That's scary.
Whatever, man.
Whatever, man. All right, let's get it.
Let's get it.
My younger sister started working at Beach Burrito over the summer. Had never heard of it either. It's Chipotle, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
It's like a Qdoba.
I've never had Qdoba, so. But it's like it's a Chipotle, pretty much,
Okay.
from my
I
understanding
had
of it.
Chipotle today.
So when she goes to work, sometimes I'll be like, "Hey, can you hook it up with a free bowl?" And she'll hook it up. And I went today.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Money.
That is very money.
Shout out my little sister if you're somehow watching this.
Think she's watching?
Hell no, she's actually at work right now. She gets off in 6 minutes. I've never had Qdoba. The only other thing that I've had that was like Chipotle up to that was Dos Toros. It was by my job.
I think I know that one.
Yeah, that's also pretty much Chipotle, but pricier.
All right, we ready?
Chipotle.
Let's get it. Do you guys have a tickles?
I guess I do. I'm not sure.
I done do.
All right, let's see if this song is fits for an intro.
My stomach is on one right
Uh-oh.
now. Hey, Chipotle, dude. Fucking. I
Mm.
don't even like Chipotle.
Oof.
That was fucking me on Saturday or Friday when we were playing board games, man. I was ripping ass.
You were
that whole
ripping
day.
fucking ass, my boy.
I was ripping ass, and that whole day I was drinking a lot of water, so I had to go pee every 5 minutes.
Nice.
It was very weird.
Oh, my stomach.
The hell was that?
Stomaguito.
That was weird.
Are the Yankees still losing?
No,
I fucking hope so.
They were winning.
they're winning.
Goldbach get up 2-run shit. 2-run shit. 2-run
Okie dokie, ready?
shit.
Let's see if the song works.
Ooh, Twins are losing.
Ready?
Antes tú me pichabas, ahora yo picheo. Antes tú no querías, ahora yo no quiero. Antes tú me pichabas, ahora yo picheo. Antes tú no querías, ahora yo no quiero. No, tranqui, yo perreo sola.
You are now listening to the Fielder's Choice podcast. Yeah,
Yo perreo sola.
we're in it. It is Monday, August 22nd,
Yo perreo sola.
2022.
Okay.
August 22, 2022. This is episode 190, where we talk about baseball. Bros with me today are Ramiro, as usual, Oscarin Pelin, and find us on Twitter. Roach, where can the good people find you at?
At Roach with 2 O's.
Oscarin,
At Oscar AEJ on all socials.
on all socials. Like
Ooh,
that.
like
You can find me on Twitter at sportsbyrick. What's good?
shout out to everybody that went to see Bad Bunny over the weekend.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out.
Okay.
Why did you hesitate to shout them out?
I don't know. I'm not hesitating to shout them out.
That was a very
You questioned
adamant-
it. You
Yeah,
questioned
you
it.
were-
I guess shout out to if you went to go see Bad Bunny.
you were perplexed.
Yeah, he was here. He brought out Ivy Queen, apparently. Weather got very nice.
Yeah.
It was raining that morning. It looked lit, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look lit. When's the last time you went to a huge arena concert like that?
I hate those concerts.
You hate those concerts.
Yeah. Especially Soldier
Lame.
Field. It's like you're gonna like
But that's the only you're never gonna like not see Bad Bunny at a mega fucking concert. You know.
I saw him at Allstate. That's still big. I don't know if
huge.
yours that counts.
Yeah.
You count that as big?
Yeah,
Yeah.
count that as big,
Okay.
right? What is it, like 20,000 people?
No.
No?
The Allstate is like 5,000.
5,000?
Or something crazy like that. The Allstate's not a lot. The first time I went to Allstate, I was shocked at how small it was. No bullshit.
It's small.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's not like it's.
Well, that's
I
what I'm
would
saying, like,
still consider that. Yeah.
Okay. Then the last one for me was Bad Bunny in March. Did it?
Yeah, Oscar and I got extremely lucky seeing like an arena band in like a super, super small venue.
Yeah.
We saw Metallica at Metro.
I'm not sure. That's like a
But that's like,
thousand.
a million in one shot.
Crazy.
Crazy. But yeah, I see your point though. But how about this? Would you hate it if you were like up close in the arena?
Yeah.
You still would hate it?
Yeah.
How come?
Really?
Well, for me, I think I'm definitely biased because the music that I like primarily, which is punk music, is a lot of it is less musically, but it's more like the vibes and the crowd. That's like easily 75% of the concert, and then the band is just playing like the music that you like, right? But people in the building is like 75% of what makes a concert for me good. And it's just intimate, and everybody sings the same thing to you, and like you see them, you get to see their facial expressions.
That's what I'm saying. If let's say you're close enough to see that stuff.
The acoustics is another big ass. Like I've seen Alkaline Trio. I'm sure a lot of people don't know who they are, but they're a punk band. I've seen them at Radius, which is a new venue here in Chicago, and that place is huge. And just acoustically, everything is like echoey. Versus when like you have them right in your face, it's like blasting in your fucking face,
Yeah.
And it feels like you're listening to like an off the album.
Yeah.
I like arena shows, but it is a different vibe. I've never really gone to small shows like that. A lot of the ones that I've ever been to have been because Ramiro hits me up. The Metallica one, if we count that. But my favorite band is Kings of Leon, so every time they come, they're like at the United Center or the Hollywood Amphitheater or whatever.
Yeah.
So a lot of the shows I've ever been to have been that. I've gone once where you're not up close, and that's a weird vibe.
Yeah, for sure.
But when you're up close, I mean, it's cool. I enjoy it.
Yeah, because I went to see Dave Matthews Band, who did like fucking 50 million people at Alpine Valley, and that's like, it's enormous. Right? It's outdoors, so just literally people on the lawn, right? I did one of those shows, and I was way back, and it was like it's a totally different vibe. It's like
Like chilling.
you're chilling, yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I still like them.
Yeah.
I went to see Maná. I'm pretty sure it was Allstate. And it was fun.
Yeah.
You sing along, but it's not,
Yeah, so then me and my buddy who we went to see that show together, when we were walking out, we were kind of like, it's kind of, it was okay, And then that was in Wisconsin, and they were touring, so their next stop was in Chicago the following weekend, and we're like, dude, should we like splurge? And yeah, I was single at the time. I was like, whatever, let's do it. So they played at Northerly Island, and we got there early. So we were like second row, and it was totally different. It was incredible. Like music sounded perfect. It was outdoors. It started like fireworks in the background. It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing. And then I saw Smashing Pumpkins, which was really cool, but that was at the United Center. That one was a different vibe, but it was cool to be like there.
Building,
Yeah. Live music is awesome.
that's my favorite.
I don't know if anything beats it.
Dude, live music over baseball for me. Seriously.
If it's a band that I like, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's nonstop enjoyment.
In general,
Dude,
yeah.
Even in general, even if it's not a huge band, because remember at Ruben's wedding, we saw this
It's
like
the best.
funky ass like cover band.
That fucking bass player was going in,
I mean,
dude.
we were definitely drunk.
I shook his hand. We left. I swear to God, he was talking to like two chicks, and I was like, that was awesome.
Yeah.
I shook his hand.
Yeah, even that we were fucking vibing. We were definitely wasted, but still.
Very.
Shout out whatever the fuck that bass player is. Shout out to him.
Remember he had a funny name that was like
know
I
he
took
had
a picture of
YouTube.
his business card.
He has a YouTube channel, but he has like tutorials and stuff. That was fun. Shout out live music.
All right, let's
Shout out
move
live
on.
music. Shout out Bad Bunny. Shout out everybody who went. Shout out us.
What's tickling your fancy?
What tickle my fancy, fat man?
I'll go first before one of you guys steals it.
Okay.
Tickling my fancy is the future Hall of Famer, Albert Pujols. He is on an absolute tear
Bitch.
post All-Star break. Just smashing lefties. He has in his last 10 games against lefties, he has 6 home runs. One of those was actually today, like 10 minutes before we started recording. They're playing the Cubs right now, and he hit a home run in the 7th. Solo shot to put him at 693 for his career. So with a little over a month left in the season, he is 7 away from being only, the 4th player in MLB history to get 700 career home runs. It sucks because if not for the COVID-shortened season, he probably would have already maybe even had it.
Wow. Didn't even think about that.
But yeah, I really hope he gets it. That would be really cool. Next up for him to beat is A-Rod. I think A-Rod finished with like 698 or something like that. Very, only a couple home runs from 700 before he retired. So yeah, I mean that'll be cool. The Cardinals are doing pretty good. Paul Goldschmidt and Albert Pujols were actually named the Players of the Week for the NL. That was announced today. So hopefully he gets 700. Whether the Cardinals do good or bad, I don't care. But hopefully he hits a milestone.
He was my particularly my fantasy last week. I'm just gonna keep it going. Drew Smiley was the 449th different pitcher that Albert Pujols hit a home run against.
Ooh.
Ties Barry Bonds for the most in Major League Baseball history.
Nice.
Wow.
It's pretty cool.
The Machine, right? That's the nickname?
Yeah.
The Machine.
The Machine. Damn, I got 2.
Go for it, bro.
For it.
I always have like 5, so.
I'm going to save the other one for later. This is around the league topic that we can talk about later. But, taking my fancy, last Thursday, the Cubs minor league, I guess, system that plays in the Dominican League. Their Dominican League team, I suppose. Not the minor leagues per se. But anyway, the Cubs Dominican League team was playing the Pirates Dominican League team last Thursday. And the Cubs team won a game in which no hits were allowed.
Wow.
Both teams had no hitters.
What?
The Cubs team scored in the first inning due to the Pirates walking 3 people and throwing 2 errors.
Nice.
They got 2 runs out of that, and the bottom of the first, and no hits were allowed after that.
Wow.
So the box score is hilarious because there's a 2 for the run score for the Cubs, bunch of zeros, and then the 2 errors at the end of of said box score. And I'll go ahead and put it on the screen. I don't know. I don't know if it's visible or not.
Let me see.
But
Put it closer.
the box score is pretty funny. No hits, 2 runs, Cubs won. Both teams threw no hitter,
That is amazing.
which is hilarious. That happened last Thursday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dual no hitters.
I don't know if that ever will happen in the majors, but it's baseball, so
It's
maybe.
baseball, so probably.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Impressive.
Granted, and in the article I was reading, they did mention, it is a Dominican League, meaning there's a lot of like 17, 16-year-old kids
Right.
playing. So it's not out of this world,
That's
Yeah.
where
It's like-
Tatis was when you traded him.
Okay.
Literally in the Dominican League.
So
The DSL.
yeah.
It's an unfortunate acronym.
dick sucking league.
Do you guys remember? Do you guys remember that old ass joke? I don't remember who didn't believe me, but it was like when you were a kid, it was like, "Oh, do you have DSL?" It
Yeah.
was a type of internet.
I remember that.
And then you'd be like, "Oh yeah, like a moron."
Yeah.
And then you just get,
Like a
I'm not
moron.
gonna fucking say why. If you want to know, Google it. I don't want to get
man.
us canceled, but yeah. Google, do you have DSL's joke? Grammar school.
What the mouth do? Where do we start? A lot of
don't
things
know.
happened.
You know what's fucking
What
funny
happened?
as fuck? I was thinking about this today as I was going through my almost daily at this point in my head rant
Yeah.
about the White Sox.
Uh-huh.
You know how for the past year now, every time we record, we get to the Cubs and then we breeze over them, and then it was like not really much this week.
Yeah.
You could say the same fucking thing about the White Sox. Whatever we're gonna talk about right now, you can go back to the episode from like May or 2 weeks ago or whatever. The same exact talking points are.
Same thing.
Exact same thing this
Man,
week.
but the thing is that things happen.
Not really. What new thing has happened that hasn't already happened that we didn't talk
Well,
about
bes-
last week?
I mean, the same things happen, but like to different players, Like
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like the
injuries,
same thing.
mistakes, Tony La
Injuries,
Russa,
Tony-
Injuries,
It's all the
mistakes, Tony La
same shit.
Russa, losses.
but different things,
Yeah, who got hurt this time?
different ways.
Michael Kopech literally today.
Today.
Andrew Vaughn literally got hit in the face.
True.
Eloy Jimenez almost tore his ACL on a
Yasmani
swing and
almost
miss.
ended his career, but he's
Joe
he's fine
McEwen
now.
almost ended Yasmani Grandal's career.
True.
What else is there?
Oh, there is one new thing. There was that video of the fan telling Tony La Russa what to do.
Ah, yeah.
Was that last week?
Yeah, I think it was. No,
I
it was
think
the
that was
day
last
we recorded.
It was the day we recorded.
Yeah.
Kid gets on the field.
Oh, that was
We were
fun.
there. Nick Madrigal snuck into the game and fucking ran on the field. Yeah, I mean, if we really wanted to go into it, the White Sox last week, while we were recording, they were playing the Astros. They actually won, I think, before we finished
two
recording.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah, they won the first 2 games, looked good. And even game 3 they lost. We somehow ended up all being at that game. We were like, oh yeah, we all have tickets. So
Oh, yeah.
we met up. Eddie ended up going too. They lost 3-2, but it didn't feel like it felt like a competitive game.
Yeah,
Like,
it was a
like
close fought game.
we lost, but it was like, yeah, it was a close game. Whatever. Obviously, the Astros are a good ass team. Hopefully, whatever, get the series win tomorrow. That being, it was a Thursday day game. Did not happen.
Yeah, it fell apart with Giolito, right? Was that Giolito?
Yeah, Giolito got rocked.
He got rocked.
A lot of blue pits.
A lot of blue pits.
They're like
but then
a
a
5-something BABIP.
few doubles, and then
Yeah.
it would have been okay, but then LaRussa went for the low leverage guys, and it was Vince Velasquez and then Jose Ruiz,
Yeah.
and they gave up like a total of like 15 runs on their own. But that
Josh Harrison pitched.
yeah, he gave up 4 runs on his own, right?
Yeah.
And that's a game that you could easily like just throw out. Like it was like the 3rd inning, the game was over already. It would have been easy to throw that game out, but the same offensive like shit that we've seen all year,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, they had their chances, and they actually scored like 8 runs.
yeah.
That game.
Oh, isn't there the stat where like every time the White Sox have scored like 8 or more runs, they're like 0-9, something stupid.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same. It's the same thing. It's the same thing we're gonna talk about. Just this team only hits singles. They don't really draw walks. They're very aggressive. When they take at bats, they swing a lot. They swing at a lot of first pitches, second pitches. They don't work the count. Overly aggressive. Don't put the ball in the air. Have defensive lapses.
Yeah, we've
the-
been talking about this since May. Yeah, they just hit ground balls. They hit ground balls. They don't hit homers, and they swing at the first pitch.
Yeah, they'll get a guy on base, double play within the next like 3 pitches.
And the guy got on base with a ground ball through the infield. There's like no like line.
It's
drives.
crazy.
Yeah.
It really is. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. Where like the the team hits.
We're 4th in the league
Like
in
you'll
batting
see,
average.
yeah, you'll see the box score and they have like 10 hits, and it's like all of them are literally all of them are singles.
Yeah, I said this like with like 2 episodes ago. It's
Unreal.
like, you can hit 2 singles every inning and score 0 runs.
and you know that's where the frustration is at, because they'll get the bases loaded, no problem, 0 outs, but they only manage to get like 1 run in because
If that.
because they'll get like a whatever, like a single and then double play or whatever. It's just I don't know where the power went. I'm starting to believe that, and I say this because obviously Sox fans want the hitting coach.
Don't you know?
Yeah, they want him gone, obviously, because of his, philosophy of fuck the home run.
Literally said that. That's
Dude,
a
I'm
direct quote.
literally believing that he is easily 40% of the problem right now. or maybe not him, but
Every-
like that philosophy. I don't know if that's being taught throughout the whole org, but
No, I don't think so, because
you gotta hit home runs.
the guys go to AAA and they immediately start hitting home runs again.
Yeah. It's kind of uncanny.
With all the teams that he's been with, he had been with the Marlins previously. I think one other team before that, and then the White Sox. Every team that he's ever been on
Yeah, I
is
saw that.
in the bottom of power.
So also this
High
is an interesting
averages,
one.
low power.
There was-
Every team.
There was 4 teams, right? That had. Can you find that stat?
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up right now.
So it was a very interesting stat. It was 4 teams that had just an insane amount of ground ball percentage or something like that, right? Or bottom of the league in home runs, one or the other. And 3 of those teams, the hitting coach was Frank Menechino, right?
Yeah.
And the 4th team, where Frank Menechino had just been.
His brother.
It was actually something like that, which is
Oh man.
incredible. There's no way he has a job after this year, and there's no way he's gonna get a job after this
Nah,
year.
I feel like he would.
You think he'd get another hitting coach job?
Like
I
a
think
bullpen?
so.
No way, dude.
There has to,
There's no way.
No, he would need
I
to
could
like.
see it with like some rebuilding ass team or something.
No way. He's
Because
gotta-
they're gonna put the ball in play.
They're gonna get demoted.
Nah, he would need to like go and be like a catcher's coach again,
Yeah.
or bullpen coach,
Yeah.
or some bullshit,
Fucking
and
water
then work
boy.
his way up again.
Fetch me some water.
Right, or a bat here and there, bat
Yeah.
boy. Yeah, I mean that Astro series was very interesting in the way it happened because you guys win the first 2 games and Sox Twitter is like happy. Obviously, you just beat the Astros twice in a row. I believe at that time you had won like 5 games in a row or something like that.
Yep.
So you guys were rolling 6 against Astros, right? So everybody's like, hell yeah. Then I don't know if Cease pitched the 3rd game or was he the 2nd game?
He was the second game.
Oh, okay.
That was a Verlander Cease matchup.
True.
We came back because both of those games were comeback wins
Mhm.
and back-to-back nights.
Yeah. So now you're thinking like, we win the series, 1 more game, and we're good, And even if you guys would have split the series, which would have been great on paper before the series even started, the fact that you lost the last 2 games and the fact that you guys got shit pumped the last game, it just brought all the morale, momentum just back all the way down. And it seems like that's like a thing with the Sox. And I've been watching a lot of Sox games lately. It's like something good happens and everybody's fucking hyped and ready to go. And then it's just some stupid mistake happens right after that. And then everybody's like sad again.
Yeah. I'm a seasoned vet. I think I haven't gotten excited for the team in a long time. But yeah, I could see, you get sucked in. I could see that. But yeah, I think even if the White Sox, if the White Sox had won the 3rd game of that Astro series and then lost the 4th game the way that they did, that wouldn't have bothered me that much. Because that happens.
Yeah.
Those games happen. And they split the series against the Astros. I thought that was fine. It's literally like the best team in the American League.
Offensively, for sure.
I thought it was fine. But then you go out and you play like shit against the who? Who would you
Against the Guardians.
against the Guardians?
Friday.
And then you play against like shit against the Royals today, and it's the same team.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like,
They could win 10 in a row, and I still wouldn't be excited. Like, it's the same team.
It's literally the same team all year. I am legitimately, and I've said this again for a couple of weeks. I am rooting for us to miss the playoffs, like legitimately, because that's the only way that we're gonna see change. I think regardless of what happens, Menachino will be gone. Because even Rick Hahn said it a couple weeks ago. They'll quote, the ball goes far, team goes far. Right now, we're in a current drought in which we've had, as a team, 225 plate appearances since we last hit a home run. It's very possible that the season ends with no 20 home run hitter. The only guy that's kind of close is Abreu, and I think he has like 15. So he might get it, but nobody else is really close. Luis Robert has like 12.
Insane.
Eloy, granted, he missed a good chunk of the season. He has like 10, and he's been on fire the second half, so that's a little bit promising. But yeah, I mean, I'm legitimately rooting for us to not make the playoffs. The further we are away from a wild card spot, the further away that we finish from first, it is the better, legitimately. Because I still fear that even with a playoff appearance, even if we only win 1 game or whatever it is, that'll give Jerry all the reason to
Not fire Tony.
not fire Tony and just have Menachino be the scapegoat. If you miss the playoffs, you miss off on that playoff revenue from selling tickets, and you cannot justify having that payroll and missing the playoffs. If Jerry swallows that, then it just shows how much pride that guy has in failing to admit a failure and a mistake in hiring Tony. So again, the best thing that can happen to this org is us missing the playoffs, and it sucks that in what we thought would be the prime middle of our window, this is where we are. We're rooting for, or at least for me, I'm rooting for losses. And if you're a Sox fan listening and you want to judge and be like, oh, we're not a real fan or whatever, bro, I've been there for the fucking 90-something loss seasons. It sucks. That's why I feel that way. It sucks it's very disappointing to see this team. It's past the point of being mad anymore. It's just it's borderline funny. And granted, some of that is on the players as well, for sure. But I refuse to believe that managers and coaches do not influence the players and the product on the field to some extent.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at. Obviously, I'll still watch the games. I still have like 8 tickets to the rest of the games this year. We start playing the Orioles tomorrow, a 3-game series. I'm rocking their shirt. And yeah, just whatever happens. But ultimately, I hope we miss the playoffs. As crazy as that sounds or is to say, I legitimately, truly hope we miss the playoffs.
There was an alarming picture going around Twitter of the analytic departments around the league. You could probably guess if you're listening which of the teams around the major leagues have the most staff to their analytic departments, and just by the way they bring up guys and the way they compete with, like, I guess less money than like the major what is it? The prominent teams that make money, like the Cubs, Dodgers, Yankees. One of them being the Rays. I think they're first with the most people on their staff, and that's like 30-something. But the team with the least of all the league is the White Sox at 5. And that is ridiculous.
I'm not even mad at that, because what would be the point in hiring them?
To get better?
You have Tony as a manager. They're not going to use whatever information they get. You could have 30 fucking analytical guys, and they can go and show Tony whatever it is that they're going to show him, and he's still going to go with the hunch of whatever he fucking learned watching the 1945 World Series in the stands.
Sure, but like just like to fucking to develop guys, no?
We've been doing a pretty decent job at developing, even lately. And I think this is something that they had even asked Rick Hahn last year. Granted, it is bad to be that bottom, being a big market team.
Also, and the number's 5, by the way. It's not even like it's 20. It's 5.
That was employed, though. That doesn't include.
Also, I read that article. I think it was from The Athletic. I forgot what it was from. I think it was Eno Saris collecting information, and he did say, he's like, a lot of these teams have their staffs like public knowledge, but there are a few teams that don't, and White Sox were one of them. So we don't know how many they have, but this is what we think, or this is what we got the information of.
Okay.
So I don't know. I do believe they are lacking in the analytical department, like for sure. And I feel like they have been for a long time. But I would take that chart with a grain of salt, just because, I don't know. But yeah, they definitely suck ass at being analytically minded, especially with a 97-year-old manager.
Right.
Yeah, and the caveat was also full-time employees, so I don't know how much that affects anything, if anything at all. But yeah, I mean, I know that they've definitely leaned that way, because I know that the report came out in the offseason that they were interested in buying Codify, the pitching program, which like Liam Hendricks uses, Jolito uses. A lot of the White Sox pitching staff use it. It's like just like some pitching analytical stuff that shows that just helps with pitching, and all the nuances that go into that with spin and all that crap. They inquired on buying it, but they weren't interested in selling.
I did see that as well. And then they're also like, I mean they do pretty good job on the pitching development side, I think. Yeah. And they did have like this push to like have all these like pitching tracking devices at every level. So even in I hope I'm not getting this wrong, but even in the lower minors, they had like the TrackMan, the Rapsodos, where you're throwing in, it shows you like the axis of the ball and all this stuff, and that's good. It's just it's all good until you get to the major league squad, which is stupid.
Yeah, that's where the crux of the problem is, and also a lot, especially as of recently, like a lot of the draft guys that we've had have been like pushed through the system, because even in the updated season rankings, we're like up to 24th after being dead last. Like a lot of the young guys that we've had in the minors this year have made like a lot of progresses. Today they announced that they have like some new minor league program where a bunch of the high and low A guys get called up to AA for the last couple of weeks of the season, just to kind of
Interesting.
Not necessarily worried too much about results, just so that they get used to the new competition and their workload going into the off season and what to work on going into the next year. So they have like these programs in place for the development side. Colson Montgomery in MLB's new prospect rankings which granted, obviously, you could take those with a grain of salt. He's up to like 38 or something like that. So from the minor league side, it's not as bad as it was, or I guess we thought it was going into this season, which is a little promising. But right now, I mean, I don't give a fuck about that. Right now, it's the big league squad for sure. But yeah, I mean, same old. Like I said, we play the Orioles, and then I don't even know who we play this weekend. It's to the point where it's just like you check the schedule.
I am not watching these fucking games.
You're not watching the Orioles games? I think
I'm
I
not
will just
watching
because
any games. Like the Guardians games, I didn't watch. I didn't watch today's game.
yeah, we play like the Orioles 3 away, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then 3 against Arizona, at home.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be a skip. Arizona.
Yeah, I mean, those are for sure games that I'll probably have in the background. At least the Orioles games. The Orioles have been fun. Obviously, Ali Rutschman, possibly Rookie of the Year. But yeah, I mean, I was talking to Frankie. Frankie, I know he usually listens, so shout out to Frankie. I was joking around with him. I was like, I think Frankie and you watch and follow the White Sox more, especially as of lately, than I do, or even like on the group. I was like, you guys are live tweeting every game. I was like, that's how I get my updates sometimes. I just scroll Twitter and it's like, all right, that's what I've been doing the Sox game.
It's very entertaining ball. Heated race.
I don't know if that's entertaining.
The Sox.
I know why it's entertaining
It's
to you.
entertaining because I'm trolling half the time.
No, more than half the time, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. It's very entertaining. I'm having a blast. This year, honestly, if it wasn't for the Sox sucking this bad and the way they're sucking, I would be like not watching baseball. Probably.
Yeah, that's what I've been last year.
Yeah. So, shout out to the Sox for being bad and being hysterically bad. It's just been a year, one of those years, where like, yeah, it's fun to watch the Sox lose and troll and be on Twitter and watch games like that.
Yeah,
where half the time, like the Cubs are in the background. Like I am watching the Sox games, and it's been great because, like I said, it's very seesaw, snip, snap, snip, snap, and it's just you don't like. Sometimes I'm in awe of like the things that happen to the Sox. It's just shocking.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a wild season for many reasons, both for the product on the field as well as the injuries. It's the injuries just come with it now. That's like something to expect for now. But yeah, definitely did notice that you guys went full in on the trolling this year.
Oh yeah,
which is I will have to take note for the Cubs.
Yeah, you do that. So that's it. Sucks.
That's all I have.
We'll do it again next week.
Yeah, we'll have the exact same talking points next week.
Tony Russa bad. Something funny happened.
Somebody got injured.
Got into double plays, no home runs,
and we went 3-3.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's talk about the Cubs then.
Let's do it.
Cubbies, as Oscar mentioned earlier, the new rankings for the minor league systems came out, which was very interesting, I guess, if you're a Cubs fan, because PCA overtook Brendan Davis as a Cubs top rookie. I believe he was moved to the 31st spot in the top 100 prospect in the major leagues, where Brendan Davis dropped to 52, and the only other Cub prospect that's in the top 100 is Kevin Alcantara, outfielder, who is 91 in the top 100.
They lost the guy,
good.
right? They lost the guy? Who did they lose? Because they had 4, now they have 3.
I'm not sure.
Who was it?
Killian, maybe? I'm not sure.
No, it was like a shortstop or something.
Oh, the Castro, I believe is his last name.
Yeah, I think so.
Hernandez?
Something like
I'm
that.
not sure. The one thing that is looking really bad right now is that Darvish trade. That Darvish trade makes even less of a sense now than when it happened. Because when it happened, obviously it was a salary dump. But you did get prospects back, and prospects that you hope at one point in their career are top 100 for you, Darvish, an ace that you trade away for money, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And none of those guys, the 3 guys that they got, are not ranked anywhere near the top. Actually, I've heard that 2 of the 3, because one of them was Owen Casey, who is, a name that you hear in Cubs Nation, but the other 2, who I don't even know who the fuck they are borderlining being major league. I mean, ball players at all. Period. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They're just not talked about. They're struggling. They're bad. And in a year where like you almost want and need really to sign an ace and a starting pitcher, you kind of wish you had Darvish still. It would have been nice to have Darvish, Stroman, and the other kids, you know, to be able to feel like you can compete next year. But now you're looking at buying, you know, starting pitcher, something that's not easy and something that's not cheap. So we'll see how that happens. But yeah, just thinking back at the Darvish trade, it's mind-boggling even more because you wish, because now you want one and you had one. So now you got to spend
And
spend
he
a
was
lot.
really good with the Cubs.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he struggled the first couple years, but
Oh,
you know,
that's right.
towards the tail end of that, he fixed himself,
Yeah.
and he was great. He was really good.
Yeah.
Madrigal has been looking a lot better as of late. He had 2 3-hit games last week. Just a lot more patience, seeing a lot more balls. Today in his first at bat, he saw 13. You know, he got out, but he saw 13 pitches and just seeing the ball a lot better. He looks way better, more confident. In one of the games last week, he came up with the clutch hit in the 9th to tie it. Eventually, the Cubs won that game, and the Cubs in general have been very hot lately. They won 5 series in a row. At one point, they had won 5 games in a row. A lot of fight. You know, Nico looks great. Willie's still hitting bombs. Ian Happ is an all-star. He's been doing good. And again, Madrigal looks he's been looking like what we traded for and what we hoped he was in the beginning. And he was hurt. So now you're starting to wonder, like, maybe, you know, that injury played a lot into what his struggles were. And maybe he is this good. Maybe he is what everybody thought he was going to be in the top prospect, top draft pick. But who knows? And it's going to be very interesting this offseason because if the Cubs go ahead and sign a shortstop, one of the high marquee shortstops, then you have to think that Nico's going to move to second, and that leaves Madrigal without a spot because Madrigal really doesn't have another spot in the baseball field other than that, you know, being a second baseman, a short second baseman.
Does that make you worried that because of that they won't go after a big name shortstop
I hope
this
not.
offseason?
That would be hilarious.
That would be the dumbest shit. I really hope not, but I do want to see what Madrigal is. Like, I forget what the number was, but I saw a graphic today that, like, Madrigal only has, like, 167 major league games under his book, you know? He doesn't have a lot.
You're preaching to the choir, brother.
So now we got to, I mean, yeah, obviously part of me wants to see what the hell he is. But no, if you're talking to me about you're not going to sign Correa or Turner or, you know, Swanson because of him, hell no, that would be the dumbest shit. One idea I did see floated around was because Bogarts does play third and has played third, you could sign Bogarts and just shove him in the third, you know, being third baseman, keep Nico at short and Madrigal still riding at the second base spot. I don't know. I hope that Madrigal doesn't sway the Cubs from signing any big free agent. That would be the dumbest shit.
Yeah, it'd be fucking funny.
But yeah, man, I mean, the Cubs don't strike out. I mean, I guess they do strike out loud, but they're a team that slaps the ball around. Not a power hitting team as of now. That's a strat that is going to be very interesting moving forward, starting next year because they are going to ban the shift. And I don't know where the game's going to go.
Also, though, I don't know if we should be looking at what the Cubs do right now because, like, how many of the guys in the lineup right now are going to be part of the competing team? Like 2?
Well, given that Willie is not signed, so you got to take him out, right?
Yeah.
If you count Ian Happ, I guess Ian Happ, Suzuki.
Because Ian Happ might also be gone.
Right. But again, just because he is under contract, I mean,
yeah.
One more year, but they're not going to compete next year, right?
depends on what moves they make.
Yeah.
No, that would be wild.
They
They would
need,
need
like,
a lot of
5
pitching
starting pitchers.
No, they don't.
and a new
Right?
bullpen.
No. They got Steele. Killian's coming up. Steele's been on fire second half.
What I'm saying is, all your eggs would be on your young pitching taking a huge stride forward, and a lot of them being their second year. Because even like during the Steele stretch, which he's been awesome, right? He's been breaking out for you guys. I saw it's like 3 games versus the Nationals, 1 versus like the Pirates in that stretch.
Yeah.
So obviously, and whatever that's not even. You want him to perform against it. You can only perform against the opponents that you're up against. But
yeah, I do agree that you know him and whoever's going to be. But I mean, it all depends on who they sign, and if you sign like a another starter, you'll have that said starter. Stroman, Hendricks will be coming back, but Hendricks will be the bottom of the rotation guy.
yeah,
I don't think you can count on him anymore like that.
It's like you'd need to sign a starter. I don't know if you'd go bargain binning for bullpen guys again, and I don't know if at that point you would just sign them to keep them or try to flip them again. And then another free agent guy, whether that be you keep Willie and pay him, and then sign another middle infielder. So the front office would have to spend a lot of money this offseason.
Yeah, because
a lot of money that they do have.
Just looking at
to
the
start
depth,
competing next year.
just looking at the depth chart, you need a catcher, first base, third base, center fielder, and left fielder. And that's before getting to the rotation.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a lot.
And granted,
It
you
is a
guys
lot.
do have young guys that you can call up, but all three prospects that are in the top 100, at least now PCA got called up today, but they're all in A+.
Yeah, for sure. Besides Brent Davis. Brent Davis is going to be up next year. You still have Suzuki. Happ is still going to be there. You do need a center fielder. You need power bats, which we don't have. You need like a legit power hitter that hits
And you need a DH, right?
that you hit like 30 home runs in, you know. Talking about needing a DH, it's funny because the Cubs did claim Franmil Reyes off the waiver wire. I don't know if we touched on this last week, but he's been killing the ball this past week.
Yeah, that
2
was-
triples is weird.
That was weird because
Super mega clubhouse guy. Like, that dude is awesome. That
this
dude's
was
awesome.
like such a down year for him compared to his career stats. He has
Yeah, he
always had
just-
like a WRC plus above 120, and then this year he was just ass with the Guardians. They sent him down to AAA, and then they just DFA'd him. So I thought that was kind of weird.
He strikes out a lot.
Yeah,
He does.
strikes
But
out a lot.
he's your prototypical DH guy who, if he hits 30 home runs, you're good.
Yeah.
You know, that's all you want from him. Not saying that he's going to stick around or anything like that, you know, but he is doing good, and it's just something to keep your eye on at.
or even to flip him for something,
Right.
for anything.
Right. But no, I think that the Cubs next year are going to win the division. No. But depending on what moves they make, the Cubs are trending in the right direction. I do believe, and that's good to see. And PCA, for all it's worth, like, dude, he's killing the ball in the minors, and that guy looks like a fight-tool player. Like, he's hitting home runs. He's fast as fuck. He was a 4 for 4, I believe, 2 days ago, with 3 doubles. Like, the dude just puts the bat on the ball. Good to see. Made a jump in the rankings again to 31st. But yeah, he's at least a year or 2 away from actually being called up to the Cubs. And he's a young guy. He's like 19, 20 years old.
Yeah, 20 years old. Yeah, I mean that's the if you get a really good player out of those 3, like how many, like the big 3 that got traded away, Baez, Rizzo, Bryant, right? How many good guys do you guys have from that? Because PCA is one of them.
PCA. Killian, I guess, for the Bryant. I mean, again,
And
none
he's
of
coming
the-
up again, right?
Yeah, he's actually pitching
Tomorrow,
on the doubleheader.
right?
Yeah, tomorrow, one of the doubleheader games. None of these guys are top 10 guys, right? None of these guys are
Yeah.
the set in stone, are going to come up and rake at the major league level and propel your team to fucking championship. There are guys that are going to have to work and be developed and do and exceed all expectations given to them when you acquire them or sign them or whatever you did with them. These are guys that are going to have to exceed all those expectations, and more times than not, they don't. You know, it's very hard to be that. And even guys that are like top 10, top 5 prospects, and we witnessed this with the Cubs. They'll come up and they're streaky. You know, they'll do good and then they'll go back down. And it's baseball. It's a very difficult sport. Not all your guys are going to be Trout or fucking Judges or all these fucking studs out in the major leagues, but what you do hope for is you assemble a team that is good enough for you to use the money and that you do have, which is a lot of it, for you to buy those studs, you know. And then I think that's the direction that this Cubs team is treading towards. You're gonna need to buy offense. You're gonna need to buy pitching because you don't have that in your system right now.
Yeah.
And unless you're planning on sucking and completely rebuilding for like the next 5 fucking years, which I don't think that's what the Cubs are gonna do. That's the one route that you would need to take to acquire those guys, those studs in your minor league system, which hopefully is not what the Cubs do, because that's a lot of time.
Yeah, I think they got us. I don't know. I don't get the no communication or no contract talks with Wilson Contreras. I don't get that.
Me either.
I don't get it.
I mean, they're gonna QO him, that's for sure.
Yeah, but what's that? He's gonna say no to that.
No, but it'll drive down his value from other teams, just for sure, because teams do not want to lose that draft pick. So maybe that drives his price down enough to maybe to extend him. I don't know.
The Cubs do have a catching prospect. That should be noted as well. Miguel Amaya, not a top 100 or anything like that, but they do have.
He's been in the system for a while, right?
Yeah, for a minute. I do want Willie signed. I do think that if you are planning on competing in 2 years, that's a player that you should re-sign, because it's the catcher position, which is a marquee position that there's not a lot of good catchers out there, and it's a guy that's already on your squad that all you need to do is pay, which is the easiest part of this whole thing. But we'll see. I don't know. Again, the Cubs have been hot, as of late, winning a lot of games.
Are you a fan of that? Because as a fan,
Sure.
Because right now, as it stands, I think they'd have the 9th overall pick.
Yeah.
Good point.
So that's been kind of interesting, and I've seen a couple of just through like people that you guys like, and then it'll be like people you may know or whatever. Where it's like Cubs fans, where it's just like they're winning a lot of games, like you said, they've been somewhat hot. Obviously, you guys took some from the Brewers, but at the same time, it's like shouldn't you borderline be rooting for losses so that you get like a top 5 pick, a top 3 pick?
Yeah, I just the Cubs team, the Cubs major league team is not a good team. We all know this. But they're still going to try to win. I just don't know how you. The Cubs winning or losing doesn't change my feelings of how I feel about the team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if they lose, it's not going to be like, what the fuck? Like,
Right.
pissed because they didn't win. And if they win, I'm not mad because they didn't lose. It's one of those things where, like, the Cubs major leagues team is what it is, and they're just winning because you got guys, like, doing really good. And guys that you hope do really good, and Nico and, like, Madrigal and Willie, those guys. And that's why they're winning. And the pitching has been, for the most part, great, too. So it's weird. Like, I don't know if I want them to lose if it means that Steele gets rocked. You know what I mean? It's like, I kind of don't want that. I kind of want Steele to, like, do great,
That's for sure.
So they are winning.
I remember there was it was a fine dance. It was like, let's get Giolito or Reynaldo Lopez to go 6 solid innings, or whoever it was during the rebuild, right?
Yeah.
And then lose the game.
Yeah.
And that's literally, that's what's happening with the Cubs, because they traded off a lot of their bullpen arms and just holding leads, which they have been having a lot lately. Late has been a fucking task because they're throwing random dudes and they're all getting rocked, obviously.
Yeah.
But that will be interesting. What else do I got here? Some of these games were fucking fun to watch, like that game against the Brewers, the first 2 games against the Brewers, because you always want to beat the Brewers. And one of the games, one of the funniest thing that happened was when it was a close game, back and forth, and the Cubs only won because fucking Yelich had a really bad error in the outfield that game.
Oh, right.
Where he dropped the ball and he didn't have it in scoring. So it's one of those, the season where, you watch games and fucking Brewers fuck it up, and then, you're happy because the Brewers lost more than the Cubs won. It's just a weird feeling with these Cubs. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, this offseason is going to be fun, hopefully. I do hope they signed a bunch of guys, and I do hope that the pitching prospects that do get called up, like Killian and the Mexican kid that was pitching tomorrow too, Assad is his last name, from Tijuana, does good, Samson's doing good. Just random names that are doing good that you don't know what they are, but they're interesting, moving forward. But yeah, other than that, that's all I got on the Cubs, man.
Yeah, the NL Central is starting to be not that close, at least from the top 2 teams. I know the Cardinals and Brewers are kind of waltzing a little bit there, but the Cardinals are 9-1 in their last 10 games. Won today against the Cubs. Brewers are 4-6.
That we could talk about those 2 NL Central trades. The Cardinals traded Harrison Bader, who's still hurt, for Jordan Montgomery, who's been killing it. He threw a 99-pitch complete game today. Greg Maddux. Shout out. And then for the Brewers, they look like geniuses in that Josh Hader trade. Josh Hader's been ass. Got like a 16 ERA.
Terrible.
Yeah, it sucks because I saw a tweet about the human element of it, where apparently his wife had like a premature baby that's been having like complications and then got traded. And it's like, oh, well, now I can't enjoy the funniness of the Padres, their trades not working out. But yeah, Hader has been bad.
Very,
Like-
very bad.
He's blown like 3 games already, 3 leads. It's wild scenes
Yeah.
over there in San Diego.
Yeah,
Um,
they like demoted him from closer.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hate to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been not good. But yeah, the Cardinals have a 5.5 game lead on the Brewers right now.
Wow.
Other than that, I mean the
Fucking Cardinals. Goddamn.
other races aren't really that close. The Mets, actually the Mets and Braves. Braves are 3.5 back of the Mets.
Another trade grade. Freaking Joey Gallo.
Mm.
Man,
Just
I wanted him so bad, bro.
killing it for the
The
Dodgers.
Yankees fucked up. High key.
In limited limited opportunities, that is at least. Like they're not playing him every day.
Yeah, but did you see that play he had from left field?
Yeah, former Gold Glover,
Damn.
literally former Gold Glover, granted in the short
Beautiful
season.
play. Beautiful.
But yeah, I mean the Yankees are kind of choking a little bit. They still have an 8-game lead on the Rays, 8.5 on the Blue Jays. But yeah, I mean the AL West, Astros are 11.5 up on the Mariners. The only real close race is the AL Central. Guardians are in first, Twins are 2 back, Sox are 3 back. So that'll be close, so they won't.
Dustin May came back through 9 strikeouts and 5 scoreless innings.
Beast. He's a beast.
That's
Yeah.
fun.
It's good to see him come back
that
from
must
injury.
be fun.
The Braves signed Michael Harris to an 8-year, $72 million extension.
Yeah.
Rookie.
They're going the White Sox route of extending their young guys. I was saying on the fantasy group chat, hopefully for the Braves, they don't become ass after they sign.
Yeah.
Staying on the Braves, Osuna got arrested for a DUI.
Tough luck.
He was, this was 15 months after his domestic violence case and 11 months after entering a diversion program.
A what
And-
program?
It's like, I guess, like a rehab sort of program, I guess the Braves made him do. And then it's 4 months after being on probation from said program. So he was just, on probation. And he got arrested for that thing. And did you guys see the video?
I did see the video.
It's Osuna, man. What's up?
Osuna from the Braves.
Hey, he went to dab him up. He's like,
Yeah.
let me go, bitch. Oh, dude.
It's worked before.
Of course.
Right?
But cops do have cameras now, and that would have been a terrible look for that cop.
Yeah, not good. Just not good.
Trout is back.
Trout is back.
There's a lot of those classic Otani where he went 4 for 5 with 3 grand slams,
Otani's amazing.
5 walks, and the Angels lose 11-5 or something like that. There's been a lot of those. Angels just suck. It's crazy. It's crazy and sad. Low key,
Crazy and sad.
I feel for Angels fans.
I really hope
can't-
Otani gets traded.
One of the worst contracts, Anthony Rendon. Shout out.
Yikes, dude. He was incredibly good. And then now he's incredibly bad.
You know what's funny is that they would have been fucked either way, the Nationals, because the talk at the time was who do they extend, Strasburg or Rendon, because they were only going to extend one, and both contracts would have ended up being bad either way. Kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That's
That is
you guys
crazy.
have anything?
Johnny Cueto pitched 8 2/3.
Beast.
He's like,
Dude, he is third. He has like the third or fourth lowest ERA in the league, or at least in the AL. He's technically not a qualified pitcher yet, but it's something like with pitchers that have 100 and something minimum innings. He's insane.
he's insane.
He's insane. He's been on a fucking another level this year.
Yeah.
Like legitimately, it's a resurgence.
Shohei Ohtani's last 26 games, he's got 8 home runs, 3 triples, 3 doubles, 15 walks. He's got a 1,029 OPS. And then he's pitched 4 games, 6 earned runs in 4 games, 31 strikeouts, a 2.28 ERA.
He might fuck around and win the MVP again. Like legit.
It's legit. Especially with Judge taking this little hiatus from home runs.
Yeah, he just hit his first one today in like 2 weeks.
That's it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
I
don't
it's
know.
insane. How is this guy doing this?
how are the Angels this bad with that?
How did they not trade him at the deadline?
Yeah.
Dead ass. That apparently the GM was looking to trade
Yeah,
him,
just get a haul, dude.
but ownership wasn't down.
It's tough because they've literally been in the same position with Mike Trout, where it's like, yeah, you could get a lot for him, but you're trading away the best player in baseball.
But they don't have anything.
I know, but like,
Nah, fuck that.
You have the best player in baseball,
Yeah, I don't care.
but you're finishing in fourth.
I want him. I don't want to lose him.
Like
you
if
know?
my team was like bad, like fuck that. Get rid of him.
Yeah,
What are we
you're
doing
literally
here?
just wasting him, and they don't even really market him like that. So it's not. I mean, they're 52 and 70, bro.
Damn.
I think that's the same record as the Cubs. The Cubs are 52 and 69.
Shut
The
up.
Angels are 52 and 70.
Worse than the Cubs.
Wow, that's crazy,
That's
bro.
actually crazy.
That's sad. Is what that is. I feel bad for Angels fans.
Shohei
Shout out,
Ohtani
man.
has a 2.8 wins above replacement batting and a 3.7 wins above
Jeez.
replacement pitching. That's fun.
Oh no, I'm in the mood where for whatever reason,
He's got a 142 WRC plus.
legitimately for whatever reason, I don't know why. I think it's because I started watching Hard Knocks. I'm like excited for football, and then we've had all the fantasy talk, so I'm looking forward to football.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to fall for football and for playoff baseball. The stress of not having to worry about the White Sox or the Bears, and just getting to sit down and enjoy without giving a fuck whoever wins
Yeah.
will be nice.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
So I'm looking forward to that. That's only a month away, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, do you guys have any other around the league stuff? Really?
I feel like we should, but I got nothing.
Yeah. I don't really have anything.
I feel like we're missing something.
Has there been anything big in the past week? I feel like we haven't really missed much. We hit Pujols hitting home runs.
693 as of this recording.
Ozuna being a piece of shit. Yankees somewhat melting down.
Yeah. Oh, there was that Aaron Boone video, which was good,
Yeah.
where he spanked to the table.
Fucking smack that. So I saw somebody edit it with New York, New York.
Yeah.
Doon, doon, doon. That was funny.
Let's see. Dustin May, Joey Gallo.
I feel like that's kind of it. It was felt like a quickish weekend, kind of a slowish weekend.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
I wrote it. Oh, I tried writing everything down this week as I was watching.
Andrew Tate got
Who the
suspended.
hell is that guy? I don't know who that guy is.
You don't know who the top G is?
I mean, I see the
Stop.
name and I see the name and I know how he looks like even. I just don't know what he is or where he came from or what the fuck he...
he's a fucking top G, brother. Fucking ask Ross. He fucking knows for sure.
He's one of those guys.
No,
he's
kind
like
of.
the epitome.
Oh,
So-
he's okay. I got it.
He's
got
beyond bro, right?
Yeah, he is like
what's
literally
his thing?
misogynistic.
He's just like hates women and
He
he says what's on his mind, dude.
Got it.
he's a weird. His dad was a grandmaster chess player, legit.
Okay.
I think he was
uh,
a kickboxer at some point, right?
And then he was a professional MMA fighter. Tate
Oh,
was,
really?
but not like in the UFC, like in some European
Some bullshit.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was like really good. Apparently, he was like 48 and like 3 with like 45 knockouts.
Meh.
Retired. I'm not an Andrew Tate guy, by the way. This is just from what I picked
know,
up.
you know too much a little bit.
Damn. Okay. And that's all I know. No, I know because he went on your mom's house podcast,
I was
the
like,
Tom
what?
Segura one.
My mom.
On the Your Mom's House podcast, like 2 years ago, apparently, Tom Segura was in on him before he blew up, I guess. Whatever, he talked about it on there, but yeah. And then he blew up this year. I don't know why.
He
I think
blew
because of
up
Aiden
too.
Ross.
Because of what?
Aiden Ross, the streamer on Twitch.
Aiden Ross. I don't know what that is.
He's like some big Twitch streamer among teenagers. He like had him on, and then that's from when I noticed that he started blowing up because I would see like his stream highlights and shit,
Yeah.
like little clips. But yeah, he's just like
So he's
Fuck
like, oh, this,
women, like
this is how you
women.
make money.
yeah, like
motherfuckers.
women
No,
love to
no,
Not
do-
no.
being broke.
Yeah, he
boy.
does have that too.
Oh, he
though.
does have, and he does like
Like he has a
diet,
course.
a diet thing.
He's like everybody all in one.
Dude, he's like he's a fucking
He's Joe Rogan.
He's a Joe
liver
Rogan?
guy. What the fuck is his name? Liver King.
the dude from the PNT.
The big dude.
Not that much.
Oh, I don't know that guy. I just saw.
I
him for
don't
the-
know that guy.
I just
either.
saw him for the first time like 2 days ago.
I only know him because I've gotten a lot more into bodybuilding the past like month and a half. And there's this dude who goes around asking people if they're natural or not. And they did like a thing on him briefly. So that's the only reason I know about him. But today Eddie shared a clip about him that he does do PEDs. He's
That's
persistent.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, I didn't get
What
Yeah,
was
that
it?
was funny.
Persistent.
didn't click
Something
play on
and
that. What is it?
determination.
Yeah, he's a carnivore. One of those carnivore. You just gotta eat meat, bro.
Oh, that's
Just
Andrew
fucking
Tate,
eat
yeah.
meat. Yeah.
Here, let me.
I don't know if
find
Andrew
that
Tate's one of those guys. But
He
yeah,
is.
he's
I
a
guarantee you.
He is.
If
Uh,
it's what I think he is, he's totally
financial guy.
Yeah.
Women love him. He
Of
knows how to love
course.
the women.
Yeah.
They love to be talked down on.
Yeah.
They're men's objects.
Uh-huh.
Men own them. So
I
that's
got
who
it.
he is.
I got it.
That's who he
You,
is.
you got the gist.
Yeah, I got it.
Teenage boys love him.
Of course.
That's what
Yeah,
he
that's
is.
true. And then there was I saw like a Reddit post where teachers were like didn't know what to do
What the hell?
because like all the little boys are like they love him and they like talk shit about girls, and the teachers are like they don't know what to do about it.
Dude, I saw a fucking funny ass TikTok.
Fuck.
Man, I'm not gonna be able to find it. Hopefully, I find it once off stream or whatever, and I'll send it to you guys. But it was like imitating the typical Andrew Tate fan.
Yeah,
But-
I want to see that.
Just horny boys that talk to women bad, thinking that they're gonna fuck.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
that's what it is.
Not knowing that they're really like not. They're actually hurting themselves.
Yeah, it's like they're all mature in like 5 years and look back and cringe.
Cringe. You hope.
You hope because I
some
still
of
know
them are.
people.
Some
that,
of them
like,
are like,
the
you know
realist.
who my dad is?
The weird thing though is that shout out Mike. I don't even know if he listens to us or not, but he like reshares a lot of his stuff,
Hell yeah, dude.
like a lot of the motivational quote stuff
Hell yeah.
on that.
Duh.
But he's like a fraud. I don't know. I don't get it.
It's because he's not afraid to speak his mind, dude.
Of course. And he knows how to edit videos and shit.
You're not gonna find this video.
It's not about how hard you get hit. With that in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah. Inspirational quotes. Anyway. Yeah, I didn't know who the fuck that guy was. I saw he got banned from everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, damn, like what the hell is he? Who is he?
Did you find it?
I think I found it.
Let's see.
Is it like good audio so I can play it?
What do you mean?
Is it like can will the listeners enjoy it if they can't see it?
That I don't know. I mean, we could play either way. If you made it this far, shout out to you. I'm gonna plug it in. Here, I'll show you guys the video too.
Am I canceled now?
Okay. The caption is the typical Andrew Tate fan.
Okay.
Hey, whore, go make me a sandwich in the kitchen. It's a joke. What, am I canceled now? You're lucky you're even talking to me. Because I'm a high value male. Yeah, I am. Okay, females don't deserve rights. It's my opinion. Does anyone in here watch Andrew Tate? No? Okay, then I'll just leave since everyone wants me to freaking die. This is why men's mental health is. Hey, whore, go make.
No.
I like that guy. That guy's funny.
He's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's,
That's about right.
That's about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about right.
There was this other thing, baseball related thing that was, ancillary, not super important, but it was pretty fucking hilarious.
The Little League
Um,
World Series.
Oh, there was that as well.
Apparently, it's racist.
What?
Did you guys see the photo? I don't know if that's this year or not.
Ooh, I saw that. Damn.
Where they're putting literally cotton in the black kids'
What?
hair.
What?
Yeah, that was a horrible look. I don't know what the fuck the backstory to that is, but
Who's
Not
doing what
good.
now?
there's a bunch of kids and a African American kid,
Mm-hmm.
and they're putting cotton in his hair.
Who is?
The other kids.
His
Oh,
teammates.
well, kids are fucking stupid idiots.
Yeah.
I thought it
Who
was
is
like
this?
ESPN or something.
No.
Well, it was on the TV.
Yeah.
On the telly. He was on the telly.
Yeah. Or so this is what I was talking about. The Dodgers were playing in Milwaukee. What are they doing? What the fuck? Yeah, that's not good.
Not good optics at all.
The Dodgers were in Milwaukee, which is kind of a weird thing. I feel like I know they're both in the National League, but I feel like it feels weird to me. Anyway,
Okay.
hilarious fucking clip where the broadcasters for the Dodgers, one of them went down the slide.
Oh yeah, that was funny, dude.
Man. You guys thought that was funny?
That was hilarious.
He fucking smashed himself.
Holy crap! Holy crap! Holy crap! Holy crap!
Listen to his laugh. Listen to his laugh.
The Garcia
Come
Parra
on,
laugh
see?
with dude.
Oh no. Okay.
Listen to his laugh.
First, I want to report that he's okay. So, Dave.
Hi guys.
They're fucking dying, dude.
Damn, dude, that was a hard hit.
He
Yeah.
broke his like ribs and wrist.
Oh, was that actual?
Yeah.
He was
Oh, I
in the
thought-
cast right after.
I saw a thing saying he broke his ribs, but I thought they were trolling.
No, he had to like go to the hospital.
Damn, brother, that's not even worth it.
No,
No.
not at all. But you know, he got the shot. All right. That's all. That's it, right?
I think that's it. Again, we'll have the same White Sox talking points, probably the same Cubs talking points next week. But the important thing is we'll be here.
Maybe we should spice it up. Do like a food review,
Okay.
Damn, we're there already.
dude. It's fucking bleak,
Dude.
my boy.
Chicago baseball is bad.
It's bad.
One's mediocre, one's really bad.
Oh, we could do House
Both.
of the Dragon talk.
That was awesome.
I haven't seen it yet. Please don't spoil it.
Oh, what?
That was awesome.
Okay.
I haven't watched. I'll probably watch it tonight, but no spoilers.
Game
please.
of Thrones back.
I don't doubt it because the piece of shit ass, fucking lame
Yeah.
ass, fuck ass writers are nowhere near the show. Brand new.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure they were like, all right, let's just go back to what did fucking work.
Mm-hmm.
You know they're frauds. High key. Maybe even these writers, because it was
Shit,
good.
I'm a fraud.
It was
I
good.
said I was done with Game of Thrones. I'm back in.
It was good until they surpassed the books.
Yeah.
That's when they got bad.
Yeah.
Because
But the good thing is this one's based on a book.
yeah, that's
So
what I'm
we
saying.
should- we should
These
be
writers
good.
might be frauds, but at least they have the OG fraud, George R. R. Martin, to go off of, and he's a fraud because apparently the last book has been in the works for the last 20 years.
Yeah,
So-
that's Fraud Watch for sure.
100% fraud watch for that guy, right? 20-year writer block? Suck my ass.
He got comfy. He made bank,
He
and
got
he's
complacent.
like, you know what? I think I'm good here.
I'm excited to watch it. I watched Hard Knocks. That Manti Te'o doc on Netflix is
Wild.
fucking
Wild.
crazy.
Wild.
All right, I'm gonna watch
Wild.
It's only 2 episodes.
Wild.
Really
it.
good.
I'm in.
Wow.
Dude, I remember that fucking thing like the
Yeah.
back of my hand.
I don't.
I
See,
was so in it when it happened.
I
Yeah.
vaguely
I was like in
remember-
forums and shit.
Yeah.
I vaguely remember it like popping out because obviously Notre Dame made the national championship that year. I remember that. And then I remember after it kind of coming out, and I remember like when Teoing was a meme and shit like that. But I didn't know the whole thing. I just, this guy had a fake girlfriend. But this goes obviously
Yeah.
into depth.
Right.
Crazy.
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 It made me feel bad.
Yeah, I felt bad for the
Yeah,
guy.
oh yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah, I remember the whole catfish show and genre wasn't like spawned because of this guy.
Man, I don't know
Like
how
they
much you
made
know
that
of it.
movie, Catfish. Remember that movie?
Yeah.
And then it turned it into a show.
How much of the
Great
story
show,
do you
by the
know?
way.
Huh?
How much of the story do you know about?
When it happened, I knew like 99.9%.
Because I don't want to spoil anything. The
No,
person who did it, fuck that fucking person. Is all I'm saying.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Fuck that fucking
Trash,
person, bro.
trash.
The
Human.
trashes of the trash.
The worst part is the doc, and you'll see why.
Is the doc?
Yeah, like the documentary that they
Uh-huh.
made. I feel like you'll hate them even more. But
Oh,
It's yeah, like Rick, like I was super into it. You know, I got all the jotting points to the point where like you know that the person that did it is a piece of shit. But when you watch the doc, you're like, damn,
an
like
even extra
bigger.
layer,
It's
bro.
like even more jaw dropping.
fuck.
It made me mad.
I was pissed.
Legitimately.
Good.
Like between episode 1 and 2, I had to like take a break. As weird as that sounds, because
Okay.
I was legit heated, bro.
How can you do that and not like fucking? Have
The worst part
consequences for
is that I don't think they had any remorse.
no.
That,
Whatever.
that's good.
Whatever.
Hard Knocks is good. I low key might be a fucking Lions fan this year.
Yeah,
That coach fucking
that coach is awesome.
dude.
They're not gonna win a lot of games, but that coach. Is
Nah,
awesome.
but all the coaches low key. They all look fun. What else have I watched? I think that's kind of it. That's kind of all I have. I'm excited to see the new House of Dragons.
House of the Dragon.
House of the Dragon.
We should make that. We should have our segment where we talk about it every
Ooh.
week.
I'm done
done.
because I'm done.
Okay. We'll put it at the end so that if you're not watching it or if you're behind, you can just say like, "All right, I'm done. I don't want no spoilers." But yeah, we need something else.
Have you guys seen anything new recently?
Just a tail doc.
I'm watching Survivor, another season.
Ooh,
I start
fucking love
actually.
that
You know
show,
what
dude.
show I
love that
started?
show.
I love that
Oh
show.
my god.
Yeah.
Damn.
Love.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love it. I want to be on it.
No, my miss.
I feel like I would do very well on that show.
What top 3 strats?
I don't know what that show is, so I mean I know
You know
the
what it
gist of
is, dude?
but
Top 3 strats. Top 3 Survivor
I don't even
strats
know
right
what?
now.
Here's why
I never seen
I
it.
love it, and you're gonna understand because I don't know if you played Chameleon with us.
Yes.
You have, right?
Yeah.
I love that game, and I feel like I'm pretty good at it. And Survivor is a lot about like social
Okay.
deduction and like social engineering.
Okay.
So you're like,
Is that on Netflix?
Yeah.
they have 2 seasons on Netflix. They have more seasons on Prime.
Oh, W.
But yeah, it's a fucking awesome show, dude.
Nice.
The Boys is
Backstabbing,
really
like-
good.
The Boys is
I
fucking
never
great.
seen that. I keep hearing that it's good.
You'll like it.
I
Damn,
haven't
it's
pulled the
good, bro.
trigger. I haven't pulled the trigger.
Kind of. I don't know if it's kind of like Survivor. Actually, it's not. But I started Alone on Netflix. That one's kind of cool. It's like 10 different people. There's seasons before it apparently, but there's only like the latest season on Netflix. I'll have to watch the prior ones. But it's like 10 different people, legitimately remote.
Yeah.
It's like Man versus or Bear Grylls, but they don't know. I mean, they kind of know what they're doing. 10 people, some remote area in Alaska. They choose where. And then they have 2 cameras. It's like a GoPro and then like a tripod one.
Oh, it's not a crew?
No, they're literally by themselves.
like that.
Dude,
Vibe.
it's good.
And like I only watched one of the episodes. My obviously the first one probably. And one of them, when he got dropped off, there was like bear prints everywhere. And you're like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
There's-
Dude? Are you guys prepared for this? What are you guys doing?
Like it's actual wilderness. Like they're one of them. He comes across a mountain cat, like a mountain lion.
Yeah.
And he's mad because he didn't charge at it. Like he wanted to kill it.
Yeah, there's
for
a lot
food.
of hardos too.
Yeah,
which
I
is
can
the
see
point
that.
of the show.
I can see
right?
that.
Yeah, they show like their backstory and they like live like in the back row.
Check out Survivor. Because it's like fucking 50 seasons at this point. It's actually the longest running television show. Longest running. I forgot what it is, but they hold a record for something. Watch don't watch like seasons 1 through 10. They're still figuring
What
things
the
out.
fuck?
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
don't watch the first 10
You can watch
years,
you can watch the
Princess?
first season because it's got a lot of history. That one, it's got a lot of
Trivia.
lore.
Okay.
But the show starts getting really good in the teens, I think.
Okay. I'll check it out.
Because like the first like early seasons, the challenges are like
Oh.
eat a caterpillar, You're like whatever, right? But as it goes on, it becomes like puzzles, and then,
Dang, I love reality TV.
dude, you're gonna. I think
love
you.
reality
I think you're gonna like this show.
I'll check it out. I've never seen it, but I know that it comes out on CBS or used to or whatever. So I remember seeing the ads on America's Most Watched Network and America's #1 survival TV show or whatever.
Yeah, I'm definitely the Dwayne Wade gif.
No, those survival type shows I love. I used to love Man, the Bear Grylls one.
those
There
are
was
good.
another one, Survivor Man, where he also
Survivor
was
Man was
legitimately
cool.
alone. There was one that came out on NBC for a season. Rod Blagojevich's wife was on one of the seasons.
Wow.
I remember watching that. Like those type of shows that I'm a big fan of.
Yeah.
I watched Prey.
I heard it's good.
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 Does his
What
job.
is it on?
It's not like a fucking Academy Award-winning film, but does the job. It's a fucking action,
It takes place in the past, right?
Predator movie. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Prequel?
That's what intrigued
Yeah.
me. Because I've never seen any
cool.
of those movies or whatever.
Predator's good.
It's good.
And
The
The
OG.
concept is amazing.
The OG.
what is it on?
Hulu, I believe. It's
Okay.
like a Hulu original.
Oh, I started watching a new comedy, which is always you gotta,
Yeah.
it's tough.
What do you mean?
Buying into a new comedy,
Oh.
because comedies you gotta like live with these people and like laugh, like The Office, and
the fuck? What are you even saying right now?
you gotta like
live with these people.
you gotta
What do you
buy
mean?
into the characters.
okay. Yeah.
Like watch episode 1 of any comedy, you're gonna be like,
yeah.
Like the funniest stuff is like the inside jokes
yeah.
told
And-
on the show.
And once you watch the whole thing and you go back to watch episode 1, then you're like, oh, this is good.
Yeah.
But at the start, it's kind of rough. That's what I feel like for most comedies. Because I just started watching a Hulu comedy called What We Do in the Shadows. It's kind of like a it's one of those like what do they call those mockumentaries?
Okay.
Kind of like The Office, where like the camera
Yeah.
crew, but they're following vampires that live in New Jersey.
I've seen that.
Yeah, it's pretty funny, but like right now I'm still like in the early stages where I'm not hooked.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
No, the only other thing that I watch is I every now and then I'll go through like a rabbit hole of rewatching To Catch a Predator episodes, like the OG ones with Brian Hansen.
Those are good, dude.
I love those. I'm like into the lore. I'm into everything, bro. I
Those
love
are
To Catch a
funny,
Predator.
man.
I rewatched it, legit, no bullshit, like maybe 10 times.
Rewatched.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then sometimes I won't even watch the full episode. I'll just watch like the greatest
clips.
hits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
YouTube is good for that.
Dude, it's good.
A lot of good clips on YouTube for that. What else is I doing? Oh yeah. I finished Silicon Valley.
Okay.
HBO comedy. That one I have a very complicated relationship with.
Okay.
Because I think the actors suck, but the jokes are good.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've never seen it,
Yeah.
but I've seen of it, but I've never seen it.
Yeah. Some like there's some moments where I like laugh out loud, which is tough, which is hard to do, you know.
Yeah.
But I wasn't crazy about it, but I finished it. It's one of those like I had on in the background kind of deals.
Okay.
And on my new have it on in the background is It's Always Sunny podcast on YouTube.
Oh.
Great, fucking hilarious.
I wish there was more time in the day to do more shit. I wish there was more time in the day to play video games, to watch shows, to fucking jerk it. Just days for everything.
Yeah.
That would be nice. Would you want more time in the day, or would you want to be able to eat food and not gain weight? Whatever you want.
Food.
Food.
100% food.
Easy.
I would literally be eating it right now.
Yeah, just stuff in your face.
Yeah, I've been in the bad habit the past like 3 weekends where I just go like on benders during the weekend. Wait, like food wise.
Yeah.
That's not good. So I need to change
It's
it.
not, but it's nice.
It's not, but literally YOLO. Is what the fuck I
Literally.
tell myself.
And there's and I don't know, but there's nothing better than like sitting down eating and watching something.
Literally what I did
Literally
yesterday.
the best thing ever.
Fucking eating pizza Nova, watching the fucking Manti Teo duck.
It's the best.
Great. It's great. Sherry bought carnitas today.
Oh,
And we watched an episode of Survivor.
there you go.
Yeah.
Just fucking like just had the
Yeah.
carnitas on the paper.
Yeah.
Just picking it.
You know what's funny is I love chicken. I don't think, and knock on wood, I'll ever get tired of chicken. And that's good, right? And it'll fill me. But it's not the fucking same as
No,
like
of
I
course
eat
not.
like 3 slices of pizza, you know?
Yeah, or it's a big ass Italian beef just dripping. Ugh.
Fucking Mickey D's. Fucking damn man, why? Whatever. Food is OP, please nerf.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I had fucking stupid ass Chipotle bowl today.
That's at least not that bad though, right? You get your protein in.
It's not that
It's
bad.
like whatever.
Yeah.
I'd rather eat something else. Something good.
Oh, you're saying you didn't like the Chipotle?
I mean, it's good, but it's like it's missing the kick, man. It's missing grease.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need the carbs.
There's this take, I guess, from one of my good friends, Travis, who's a major foodie,
Yeah.
major, but he's fucking thin, and I don't know how he does it, right? And he said that he said this with 100% conviction. I totally believe him, and I don't know how he does it. He's like, I just decided at one point, like, I don't want to regret any meal ever, and everything I eat is with like, I want to eat this, and I feel like that happens, right? Like where you like eat Chipotle, you're kind of like, yeah. I do that a lot. I feel like too, or I'll eat at something where I'm like, yeah, I'll have it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can get to that point because I feel like a lot of times I'm just driving somewhere and I'm like, let's stop at Taco Bell, and I love Taco Bell, but I could probably get something a lot better. You know?
Better like taste wise or better health wise?
Both.
Okay. I
Like
don't really think about it.
if you seek it, you will find it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Most of my bad habits are due to time restrictions.
Yeah.
Insane.
But you know, getting off of work and just thinking about having to cook dinner is like, let's stop somewhere, and
Yeah.
it's easy. What the hell? You know?
And then you could meal prep like on Sunday, but then it's like you just want to fucking chill. Nah. Air fryers are also OP, by the way.
Air fryers are the best.
Yeah, no, for me more so the past like year, a little over a year now. Ends all like whatever, I'll eat whatever on Saturday. But
It's definitely a
Shut up.
routine.
yeah, for sure.
Hold on. This thing stopped recording. We're good, but it stopped,
Nice.
stopped recording just now. I don't know why.
It's all good.
Let's see if I can restart it so we can sign off.
Homies.
All right, we're back. I don't know what happened there, but we lost connection for a little bit. But you didn't miss much.
We were speaking the truth, and the computer didn't like that.
Damn.
We got fucking canceled by the computer.
By the computer. All right, that's the pod.
Socks suck. A lot of things suck.
Mm-hmm.
But as Hillary Clinton said, nevertheless, we persist.
It's a good one. All right, that's it. That's all
All
we
right. Talk to you guys next week.
got. Mm-hmm.
Hit it.
You can leave it. They say nothing without it. Don't let them get you down. What if I don't need it? There's something about it that just freaks me out.